with the content repurposing and the distribution piece. Are you like optimizing for each individual platform? This is kind of a selfish question because I've gone back and forth with like, do I just take some of these clips and I use that same clip on TikTok and LinkedIn and YouTube and Reels, or do we put in some extra effort and we change it a little bit to make that TikTok clip a little bit more in line with LinkedIn or with Instagram Reels? How do you think about the different platforms?
That's where, like, when I talk to people, like that's like the distribution piece, right? So it's like, that's having expert knowledge on each of these platforms and how they perform. And so there's a couple of different ways of answering that. There's number one, do you have the time to do it? Do you have the time and the resources to do that? Because if you're trying to grow on TikTok and you start splitting your mind and your efforts on other platforms where like, so like you might get 1% better on LinkedIn, but then now you're doing 25% worse on TikTok. It's probably not worth your thing. But I think in general, yes, because what I have noticed is like when I've been recording some of these TikToks just like in my studio, and I'll cut them up, and I won't put the music on it. I won't do certain things, and I'll push those to Instagram, and the reel will get 5,000-6,000 views, and on TikTok it'll get like 300. And so I think part of it is also just experimenting. So you will find that things just perform differently on different channels. And so I think the short answer to your question is you probably should, if you have the time and the resources to do it. If you don't have the time and resources, you should probably just push it over there just to experiment and see what's happening, but not let it distract you.
Right. Yeah. And that's where my head has been at. Because I know for me, TikTok is like the platform. All the other ones are kind of an afterthought, but I know that there's a way for me to just start pushing this content to all the platforms. The reason we recently stopped is I was just kind of automating the process from TikTok to YouTube, and we were getting some strikes with like the music in the background. So I know that's something that we have to tweak is like, just film those raw without the music and then, repurpose them and push them to other platforms.
That's how I'm doing those. Now, question, were you getting like an actual strike or were you just getting that copyright claim?
The copyright claim.
Yeah, because there's two different levels of it. Like, and I'm just starting to grow my YouTube channel, so this isn't like advice that like it's bulletproof in terms of like in every situation is the case. But and I also have a consultant that's helping me. He actually runs the YouTube channel for Lewis Howes, and what he's been saying is like from the music perspective, those copyright claims are just going to prevent you from claiming monetization. But it's not like it's not a strike against your account. Like a strike is a real strike. Like you'll get a message and you get 3 of them, I think.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of a difference there. So I'm not saying don't care about that copyright claim. You should be cognizant of what that is, but it's not a true strike. A strike is something that's really serious, and it's basically like you get 2 more of these and we're going to remove your channel, as opposed to the copyright claims, which is just saying, hey, you're not going to be able to monetize this.
Yeah, very interesting. I saw those coming through and I didn't really know that distinction. All I know was like, oh, this doesn't look good. We got a couple of these. We should probably turn this off. But that's good to know. I think either way, I'm still going to try to create those videos without the background sound, and then I don't know, potentially use a sound that is specifically for YouTube, or only use sounds on TikTok that I know like this is good on YouTube as well. So it's just less work.
And this is where I think and this is where I have fun too, like helping people is like, you can still create those TikTok videos, you can record it, and then a video editor can come in and splice it together and pull it together for you. And then you can still post it on TikTok. It's just like, that's what's interesting about content in general is like, you got to find something that works for you. Like everyone's flow and like, it's just going to be different and you got to experiment. I think that's part of the fun of it. It's the challenge. It's the frustration. It's like, it's a real frustrating space in a way.
It is.
I'm sure you've experienced that too.
Frustrating, but exciting at the same time, just because of, how many opportunities are out there.